think I'm gonna talk about my pops. I think I'm gonna just talk about like why I feel like it's hard for me to sustain uh healthy relationships with friends and sometimes even family. Like I know people be like, I'm distant. Like I'm real distant. I'll do anything for anybody. Like that's just me. Um, but I'm distant. Like I'm sheltered. Like I don't really let nobody into me. And the reason for that is when I was younger, right? Like I guess I guess whatever third. Let's say at third grade, right? So that's when things start going downhill for me. Like I was the kid that wore glasses to school. I was the nerd, straight A student, honor roll. I wanted to be cool like everybody else. So, I would get in trouble. I remember got into a fight in school, got suspended. My pops came home, beat my ass. Like, I used to get my ass beat. Like, and most people like, so what? We all got our ass beat. But, like, in my head, those beatings was worse than anything else. Because that's the only time me and my pops, like, really. Anyway, so along with the beatings would come these punishments. And my punishments would be like 3 months, but I would be like sitting in my room by myself. That's it. No TV, no radio, no nothing. Just me. And it would be like torture, man. Like, could you imagine? Like, they put grown men in solitary confinement, and it's the same thing. Like, I had to ask to use the bathroom. I couldn't leave my room. Like, I wasn't allowed outside the room. My older brother slept in the same room as me. He wasn't allowed inside the room until 9 o'clock when I went to sleep. That's how bad it was. Imagine that at 9 years old. I would make friends, man. We would ride our bikes up and down the block. It would be amazing. Like, it would be the best. And then something would happen. Like, I could lose my glasses, bro, and I would get my ass beat. and and then I'd be in the house for a month. By the time I come back outside, this friend done moved away. This friend ain't friends with that friend no more. Like, I remember one time I got a beating, man, and I laid on the floor, and don't laugh at me, y'all. I laid on the floor, and I was like, yo, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. And I stopped moving. I just laid there. And then my pops hit me again. I jumped up like I'm alive. I'm joking. I'm alive. I'm alive. I swear to God, I went outside the next day and everybody I knew was saying that. I'm alive. I'm alive. You know how embarrassing that was. Like, it's hard for me to even allow people close to me, man. Like, my trust is like the worst. Like, I could love you. I could love you with everything inside of me and not trust you. Like, and that's crazy. But I think that comes from my isolation. Like, even to this day, like, my safe place is my room. I sit in my room with my door closed. Like, ask anybody that know me, I will sit in this room all day. Whether I'm sad, whether I'm happy, it's just my safe place. Like, and that's scary. Like, it's almost psychotic. So I remember when I was young, right? When I was about 10, tried to kill myself. So back in the I guess it was 90, the closet, right? It had a wood piece and it set in like these little U shapes. I tried to hang myself in one. But my dumb ass, it wasn't secure. It just fell over. And I just stayed in the closet. I used to stay in my room so much. I took the window slides that used to hang, that you put the drapes and shit on. I took those out, right? I put those in a pair of jeans. And I put a shirt on a hanger, and I made a person. I was laying under the bed with it, talking to it. Like, that's crazy. Could you imagine? So my creativity, people was like, oh wow, that's crazy. That was creative. That's not creative. That was psychotic. Like, you understand? Like, that's crazy. And people don't understand, like, why it's so hard for me to let people win. That's it. Like, bro, I literally tried to kill myself as a kid at 10. I died when I was 4 already. Got raped at 8. At 10, tried to kill myself. I used to call myself, I'd be on punishment, and I would try to, like, starve myself. The best I ever did was 2 days. After like 2 days, I would always run out to the fridge like midnight. Nobody, everybody sneak to the fridge, eat something real quick, and go back to bed. Bruh, that shit was torture, man. I remember I used to sneak and watch TV. Like, I used to sneak. I used to be going crazy. Like, I would sneak to watch TV. And my father would come home and fill the back of the TV. Anybody who knew about TVs in the 80s, them joints was hot. And they knew it was on. Get my ass beat. 3 more months of punishment. And I'm not lying. Like, this could be verified, man. I remember I ran away from home, right? And when I ran away from home, I ran away and stayed on this back porch that my cousin Corey had showed me. It was a house, people lived there. I just could get on their back porch. I took a bowl full of macaroni salad. I mean, I wasn't a dumb kid. I took a bowl full of macaroni salad. I had a garbage bag with a cover in it. I had a coat on. I'm on this back porch all night. I ain't go to school. I skipped school. I'm just on this back porch. I think I left a note. I might have left a note. Like, it was something I seen on TV. I might have left a note. I'm on this back porch, freezing. I mean, freezing. I mean, it's snowing outside. It's literally snowing. So I remember I'm in the covers. I'm back there. I'm freezing. I hear the people talking. I'm hoping nobody come in the back. Cause then I'm caught. I'm back there. I remember somebody grabbed me. Yo, hey yo, fuck. I'm like, yo, who that? It was this dude named EJ that lived across the street from me and shit. And he was like, hey, yo, everybody looking for you, bro. Where is you at? Hold up, I'm getting a little emotional about it, cause I remember this vividly. Like, it's like, yo, everybody looking for you, bro. What the fuck are you doing? Like, yo, bring your ass home, bro. And I couldn't believe EJ was out looking for me. Like, oh shit. Yeah, uh-oh. And all I could think was, I'm gonna get a fucking beating when I get home. Like, my dad used to go buy brand new belts, bro. Be my, yo, y'all laughing. Y'all probably like, yo, everybody got beats. I got a beat too. I remember that shit. That shit killed me, bro. That shit killed me. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That shit killed me. To this day, if somebody try to hit me with a belt, I guarantee you, that'd be the day you get punched in your face. I can't do it. Like, I don't touch me with a belt. Like, I don't play no games. Like, people don't understand. Like, but these be the hardest joints to talk about, man. Like, my childhood was wonderful in a sense. Most kids would be like, I take it, but nah, bro, they wouldn't. Like, I hear y'all like sound good. Y'all ain't get y'all ass beat. Y'all ain't take them beatings, man. Nah, bro. Y'all wasn't the one sitting in y'all room for 3 months, for a month. Then you get off punishment, right? And then you end up right back on punishment. I'm with all my boys doing the same dumb shit all boys do. We had a cigarette. My Aunt Lorraine happened to walk by while I was puffing a cigarette. Just went and told my father. Got my ass beat. Punishment, no more outside. Can't play with these kids. Like, I don't even know none of my old childhood friends. I know their names. I don't think we friends no more. Like, I bet you most of y'all know y'all childhood friends. Probably still cool with them. Probably still talk to their families. Not me. I don't have those. Like in my teenage years, I made friends. Let me tell you, after I ran away, right? Like me and my dad had to talk, told me he loved me. I told him what the problem was, whatever. That ain't really y'all business. Maybe one day. I ain't ready for that yet. But what happened was my aunt Barb said I could come live with her for a little bit, and that's when I started. That's when I met like all my friends. Like that's when I met Tito, Walt Warren, David, Tweety, Corey. You know what I'm saying? Jamal. Me and Jamal went to school together. That's probably like my oldest friend. Like I ain't even going front. That's my guy. All of my guys. That's PDC right there. But that's another story too. But anyway, like outside of those dudes, man, like those dudes help form who I am. But I'ma stay on topic. So I was staying on my aunt bar for like 2 weeks, and then I went back home. And after that, nothing was really the same no more. Like I didn't really get put on punishment no more. But I don't think me and my pops really kicked it like that. Like I ended up hanging around like 18th Ave more than I did at home. Like I get home from school, drop my shit off, and be out. Like I barely stayed home. I probably spent. I ain't even gonna front. I probably lived with my aunt Barb at that point. Like I was there every night. She sent me home like once a week. Like nigga, go home. Like you here all the time. Like you gonna eat up all our food. But I ain't wanna be home, man. Like I felt love in my aunt Barb's house. Like that's why I felt love. The other place I felt love was Farmville, Virginia. Like I used to go to Farmville every summer. My dad would send me down there to stay with my grandmother, and man, that was the most peace I ever had in my life. Like it's crazy because it's just peaceful. It's just country, man. Like my grandmother was the illest. We'd be out there picking peas and snapping peas and cooking and eating good at night. You know, it was just peaceful. Wasn't no punishment. None of that. I knew I was good down there. And then I had to come back to North. It was always the same shit, man. But let me tell you how that affected me today. Like I was I think a lot of people always tell me I'm a real good dad. And I wear that. I wear that badge. I wear that badge with honor. Like I do. But I think I'm a good dad because I do the opposite of everything I feel like my parents did for me. Not because I was raised that way. Like, and I'm not saying my parents were bad, but they had their things out, and you know, that was the times. It is what it is. But like, I remember I was nice. I was nice in basketball when I was young, bro. I don't care what nobody say. I was nice. I probably wasn't the best, but I was nice. I had natural talent. Like I ain't really work at it. It just came to me when I was 13. I saw my brother dunk. I saw my boy dunk, and somebody was like, "I know you could do it, Father." And I was like, "No, I can't," and I did it. Like I was just natural. I ain't have like the kind of dad that would go to the park and be like, "Let's shoot 100 shots." You know what I'm saying? Let's do this. Let's do that. Nah, I did that with all my boys. I taught myself how to play ball. I learned playing with my boys. I was probably like one of the nicest out of us. And I remember the old heads came and grabbed me up like, "Hey, you can't play over there no more." And of course, I still played with my boys, but I would play with the old heads too, and they made me better too. And I believe I built a lot of my male relationships with those guys. Like that's where my positive came from to me, because at home I ain't kick it with my pops like that. You know, it was like, "What's up, pops?" And I go in my room. He go in his room. That's just how it kind of is. We like that to this day. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I think I learned from the streets. Like, and I ain't saying I'm no street dude. I'm not out here busting no guns. Well, that's another story again. But like I said, I ain't no street dude. I'm a regular dude. I'm probably a chameleon. I could get along with anybody, but my trust is always shot. Like I don't know, man. Like I said, It's a lot, man. Like my mind be all over the place. It's hard for me to do a podcast because I'm so messed up, bruh. But I'm gonna go back to where I was. We was talking about things I used to do when I was a kid, and the friendships and stuff like that. But I'm sorry I went off on a tangent with the basketball thing. Made me smile. I was having a rough night. But so when I was a kid, I remember I would sit in the closet with the door closed, and I would just sit there for hours and just wait for the day to end, go to sleep. Like that's sad, bro. I really made a, I really made a person. Like I remember my dad had to drive to Virginia for something, and he left his friend to babysit me. And my Salon, word up, Paul. I love you, Paul. He let me watch westerns with him. He wouldn't let me watch cartoons or nothing. He'd be like, "Nah, if you gonna watch TV, you gotta watch what I gotta watch." And I was so good with that, bro. Like he made me love westerns that day. I never in my life seen a western I ain't like since that day. Like I could sit here and watch 10 westerns right now. All because that's the first time I ever watched a western. But I was on punishment for 2 months before I seen that western. That was the best movie I ever seen in my life, bro. So I'm not gonna hold y'all too long because I could go on this all day. It might be a part two. But people think I be bugging when I be like, I can't deal with this quarantine. It remind me of them days, man. Like I feel trapped. Like it be hard. And the crazy thing is, I just sit in my room by myself. It's crazy. Like, bro, this is my safe place, and at the same time, I don't want to be here. Like, I sit in this room, and all I think about is, yo, if I died, this would happen. And of course, my daughter mothers always be like, yo, nigga, shut up. And I ain't gonna do that because I love my kids too much. But I think it all the time, like to this day. I ain't gonna kill myself, y'all. I'm just saying. Sometimes, the thought do cross a brother's mind, but it be crazy sometimes. Man, I know everybody think that. Like sometimes everybody had them thoughts. Like, man, if I just fucking just get like your bills too much. Some people be dramatic with it. Mine's come from past trauma, and I realized that, which is why I'm here talking about it to this day. So to my friends, or some people do consider me their friend, and I probably been a fucked up friend. Like I know I push people away because I'm always scared people gonna leave me. Like I always told people one of my biggest fears is when people leave me. Like that's the truth. Like I hate when people walk away from me, bro. It's the worst thing. Like imagine being a 6-year-old kid, 5-year-old kid. Your mom's leaving for the army, and you don't even really get to say goodbye. You just kind of sitting at the door waiting to go home, and the people that's supposed to be caring about you tell you ain't going home. Nobody talk to you. They just tell you ain't going home. Deal with it. I literally sat on a couch for hours until I realized it wasn't going down. I didn't even get to say bye to my mother. Well, I don't remember saying bye to my mother. I remember that though. I remember sitting by the door and being like, so at a young age, my mother left to go to Germany. I felt abandoned. And to this day, that's my problem with friends, relationships, everything. I try not to get too attached because I feel like they're gonna leave eventually anyway. So what's the point? Even if they're not. And most people usually hold for it. I usually do enough to push them away. I ain't gonna front. And I'm sorry to those people. I know I do some dumb shit sometimes. But yeah, man, it's hard. Like, so back to the story, right? So picture this. I remember my mother in the army, right? She have a baby. You left one kid, you have another. That's how I'm thinking. But now I'm also thinking, damn, now I got a sister. I finally got somebody. Like, I was the only child. Like, I'm my dad's only child. Now I'm like, I got somebody. So I couldn't wait to meet my sister. Let me tell y'all the story of the day I met my sister. So the day I met my sister, you know what? I know I did a lot. You know what? Now I'm gonna tell y'all the story. I'm gonna just keep going. If y'all decide to listen, man, then y'all decide to listen. So anyway, the day I met my sister, right? My mother was coming home from Germany, and my grandmother came and picked me up. I remember driving to the airport. I remember being so excited, like, yo, I get to finally meet my sister. Yeah. So I remember, yo, I've been a real crybaby lately. I'm sorry, but I remember my sister got off the plane, and all I could think was like, it's the most beautiful girl I ever seen in my life. She wouldn't even speak to me, yo. She wouldn't even speak to me. She wouldn't even look at me. She only talked to my grandmother. It was crazy. It was crazy, yo. Right? So I remember getting back to my grandmother's house. I'm sorry, y'all. Word. I remember getting back to my grandmother's house, right? So we there, we chilling, we having a great time. Yo, I've never been so happy as a child in my life. So anyway, I don't know what my sister did, right? But for some reason, my mother popped her. She started crying. My bad, y'all. This shit crazy, yo. But anyway, so my grandmother, no, I'm sorry. So my mother popped her for some reason, right? And immediately she came right to me. We just sat there for hours, like, until I had to go home. I ain't want to go home. I want to stay with my sister. I had to. I went home. Just happy to be a big brother, you know? I'm gonna leave it at that for now. I need y'all to remember that story though. Yo, I love y'all, man. Just keep it real, man. R-E-A-L. R-E-A-L. Keep it real, man. R-E-A-L. Realize everything ain't love. I guess the moral of my story is, man, talk to your kids, man. Like, you don't always gotta beat them. People, like, even on Facebook, we talk that shit. We be like, oh, these kids need a good ass whooping. No, they don't. Some of them do. Like, I mean, them ass whoopings might have saved my life. And they definitely didn't, though. Like, some people, that's the way it go. And some people, it don't. I would recommend talking to your kids. Like, get to know your kids. Like, don't just support your kids. Like, sometimes we push the kids away. Like, we be so busy saying we gotta work that we forget our kids need time. I'm gonna talk about that too one day. Like, what made me a good father and why I was so dedicated to it. Tonight I just wanted to talk to my friends and put them on into that little part of my life of like why I'm so isolated. Like, I would sit there and joke with you all day, laugh, tell you stories, I would tell you everything. And after that, I'll just walk away like we never spoke. But that's from that isolation, man, sitting in that room by myself. I can literally say for at least 3 years of my life, I sat in a room. You know what that sound like? Tried to hang myself, tried to starve myself, tried to drown myself, swallow pills, stupidly, ended up just throwing up. And this is all before 15. Went to Irvington High School at 15. So yeah, all this happened in North. So anyway, y'all, I talked a lot. Just take this walk with me, man. Just keep it real. I love y'all.